Hello guys, I am Super Bounce Cube and I'm going to show you how to use EP Raid Map. Some people have had some issues. It can be a little confusing. There's lots of options, lots of features in EP Raid Map. So I want to make a quick video on and explain as much of it as I can. So for starters, you want to go to your browser on your phone or your computer and you want to type in, of course, epraidmap.com. Simple as that. It's going to take you to this public page banner. Basically, whether you're a member or not, you can always see this information, which is basically stops and gyms. So you can always see that no matter what, whether you paid or not, you can at least see all the gyms and all the stops in the city, which is already kind of awesome because you can see which team owns a gym. You can see how many free slots are in the gym. You can even see the coordinates for the gym in case you are a flyer. You can see the names of all of the stops and again, the coordinates for it. You can even see if a gym is an EX eligible in case you want to get those EX raid passes. However, if you want to see raids or research or rocket invasions, you're going to need to become a Patreon member of EP Raid Map. To do that, you go up here to the top right and you click on the Patreon icon. It's going to take you to patreon.com. to the EP Raid Map, and it's gonna ask you to join. For only $2 a month, you get access to everything. So what you do is just click on join. You can then log in with Google or Facebook, or you can create a new login if you want. And then it's gonna ask you for payment information. You type all that good stuff in there, you accept, boom, you are now a Patreon. However, just because you're Patreon doesn't mean you have access to EP Raid Map. You then have to go to the Discord, the EP Raid Map, or to the El Paso Pokemon Discord. There's a link to it right here where it says Discord on epraidmap.com. You click on that and it's going to take you to the Discord page. You're then going to need to get in contact with Mr. Whitecat. He is the one who has created all this good EP Raid Map stuff. So you get in contact with him, Whitecat915, and he's going to then give you the Patreon role and give you Patreon access to the EP Raid Map. Once that's done, then you can go back here to the EP Raid Map and then log in. There's a login button right here on the top right. You click login. It's going to ask for your Discord credentials. I've already done it, so you just have to authorize. You just type in your Discord username and password, and boom, now you have access to the full-fledged EP Raid Map that shows everything. Let me scroll over to a more familiar area for me. So now as you can see now, I can see, number one, I can see a couple wild spawns. So there's a rock and roller hanging out over here by the golf course. I can see what research each stop has. Like this is a quest to catch 10 normal and it rewards 6 raspberries. This rewards an Aerodactyl. I can of course then see raids. Like over here, I can see that at this gym, the game vault, there is a 2-star egg, and it's going to the egg is going to hatch in 4 minutes, and then the whole raid will end in 48 minutes, right? Because raids last for 45 minutes, so that makes sense. Now, of course, the scanners, they're not instant. They're patrolling the city, scanning as they go through. So sometimes the egg will have hatched, but the scanner hasn't scanned that gym, so you don't know. It doesn't know what Pokemon is in there. So sometimes it's not instant, right? So you have to be a little patient sometimes. Sometimes it'll scan it right away. Sometimes you have to wait a couple of minutes. So just keep that in mind that the eggs might hatch, but it won't show you what Pokemon is there. So it'll still have a Pokemon egg, but it's just something to keep in mind when using maps. I'm trying to find an egg raid that has already hatched, so I can show what that looks like. Oh, here we go. Here's a Reshiram that's already hatched at the Watermill Times Square. It hatched a couple minutes ago, and it's ending actually in 11 minutes. And it actually tells you what moves the Pokemon has, Fire Fang and Draco Meteor, so you can plan accordingly your team to defeat this raid boss. Awesome. Now, that's a lot of information right here on display. It's a little too much. So a good thing to do is to filter some of it out. To do that, go ahead and click on this 3 lines over here on the top left. It'll open up this sidebar, in which case you can modify this map in a bunch of different ways. I encourage you all to just experiment and see what these different things do, because there's too much to go over in this video, but I'm just gonna go really quick. Gyms and raids, of course, if you click that, you can filter out all the gyms. So now I don't see gyms in general. However, I do see raids, right? So I still see this egg that has a raid. So over here, there's a different toggle for raids. If I click the raid toggle, now the raids are completely gone. Let's say I only want to see level 5 raids. Cool. Over here where it says raid levels, you can just click on it and you can click, okay, I don't want to see 1, I don't want to see 2, 3, and 4. I want to see 5. So you just leave the 5 checked marked like that. So when you look around, see, I only see a Reshiram there, and I only see a Reshiram. I don't see any other Reshirams. See, there's a bunch of stuff, so it's hard to see, but here's another one. Let's say I only want to see raids. I don't want to see any rocket stops or nothing. So over here where it says Pokestops, click that and it'll open up a bunch of more options. You can just click on this Pokestop and boom, all Pokestops are gone. So as you can see, I only see Reshiram here, Reshiram there, Reshiram there. I'm literally only seeing level 5 eggs and level 5 raids. However, well, I'm still seeing wild spawns. Wow, I've never seen this many wild spawns on the scanner. But yeah, the Pokemon options are way up here. You can disable them like that. You can filter Pokemon, so if you only want to see Ponytas or whatever, you can click on this little triangle thing and it'll show you a list of all the Pokemon, and you can like click them on and off to see what you want to see. If you click this X down here, it'll disable them all so that you don't see nothing, and then you can just go to like Ponyta down here, click it over here, and so now I'm only gonna see Ponyta spawns. I could have sworn there was a Ponyta. There we go. See, so I'm literally filtering everything out except for Ponytas. Cool. Sometimes I just disable the Pokemon spawns because I don't care about wild spawns. Most people only care about raids, so that's why the raid thing I want to go over. So I'm only seeing level 5. Let's say I want to see level 4s also. So now I toggle the 4 and 5. And I don't see any level 4s. There's a level 4 egg. Cool. But see, as you can see, this egg is hatching in 1 minute. There's a good chance that 1 minute will pass, but this thing won't update. It'll still show the egg. You have to wait a while for the scanner to go back there, rescan that gym, and it'll update what Pokemon is actually going to be in that gym. There's of course way more filters. If we go back to let's turn off raids and we go back to Pokestops, you can see all the Pokestops right here. So I can see all the quests and all the rocket grunts. If you don't want to see the rocket invasions, just click on that. And now I don't see any rocket leaders or nothing. I just see the Pokemon rewards and the items. And again, you can even filter those out too. So if you don't want to see any Pokemon except for, let's say, Blitzel, who is hiding from me. Where is he? There he is, Blitzel. And then I'm gonna go, you can also disable all the items. So I'm gonna disable all the item rewards. So now I only see Blitzel. So there you go. See, I only see Blitzel as rewards. I still see normal Pokestops, so I'm gonna go ahead and click on Pokestop. No, oops. Pokestop. Pokestop quests. No. How do I disable Pokestops without event? There you go. Without event. If you click Pokestop without event, it'll disable Pokemon without research, basically. And so now I'm only seeing Pokestops that reward me a Blitzel. So if I was planning out my day and I just want Blitzels, I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna head up Alvin Park because there's 2 there, and then another one really close by, and then another one down here by Swing Set at Palm Grove, and then there's 2 over here by Pebble Hills Park. Boom, I just got myself like 6 Blitzels by just driving straight to them by using the map. And again, with the rocket invasions, you can filter those out too. In case you're looking for Arlo or whatever, you can just disable everything. I only want to see Arlo's face, so you click Arlo's face and boom, there's an Arlo at Tyrone. There's an Arlo right here by this Blitzel at this church. There's an Arlo down here by Los Colegas. Freaking awesome, right? And there's way more options. You can change the way the map looks. Instead of this map link thing, you can use satellite so you can see, you know, if you want to zoom in on your house. Oh, look, there's my house. Cool. You can change the type of icons the whole thing uses. You can even show S2 cells in case you're interested in doing nominations. Tons of options. Go ahead and experiment. There's way too many. Also, one more thing, you can actually save your settings and import your settings later in case, you know, you make it look just the way you want. Like if you change stuff and then leave and then come back, it's still going to be there. It'll save your filters. However, if you want to create a look for raids and then a different look for Pokestops and a different look for leaders, you can save those settings and then import them whenever you want to. It's real easy. Tons of options. I encourage you all to, like I said, experiment with them so that you can get the most out of this raid map. Whitecat did a fantastic job with it. It is extremely useful for planning out raids and trains and all that stuff and looking for rare stuff. Super useful. I encourage you all to visit the Patreon and become a member. It's $2. That's literally, it's basically free. $2 is nothing. So go ahead and do that. I'm going to have a bunch of links in the description of this video. And if you have any questions, make sure you can reach out to me, Super Bounce Cube, on the Discord or to Whitecat, and we'll answer any of your questions. Thanks for watching, guys.